What's the deal, my people? You know it is Don Tony Teflon, and I'm back at you another one. And this one is King Von getting shot. And I'm here to tell you right now that this dude got himself shot. Now, I know that may make people upset to hear that. And I know this cat has mad fans. But hear me out before you go and thumbs down this video. Hear exactly what I have to say. Because people ask me to talk about this, and I usually don't talk about things like that. But if you want me to talk about more things like this, thumbs up this video and subscribe to this channel right off the bat. Now listen, right off the bat, this is not no Nipsey Hussle situation. I see cats talking about it like the same thing happened to Vaughn, happened to Nipsey Hussle. That is not even close. This cat got himself shot. He put himself in this situation. It's funny to me, like these cats run around calling themselves bosses, calling themselves kings and things like that, when they really don't understand what a king is or what a boss is. Because if you did understand that, you would understand that kings don't get their hands dirty. Kings don't be in there fighting. They have knights to do that. Bosses don't get their hands dirty. They ain't around no product. They ain't up in no street fight. They don't do those things. They have capos who do those things. Soldiers who do those things. Presidents don't get their hands dirty. Generals don't get their hands dirty. But it seems to me these cats running around calling themselves kings and bosses don't truly understand what it means to be one, because they want to get themselves in this mix. Now, this cat had every advantage in the world. This dude beat a murder case. Beat it. Spent 3 years or so in jail. Got out. Beat this murder case. And still with this blessing of beating the murder case, where his boy blowing up down that ladder moves down there to rock with him. You know how many people out there want that, try to get breaks like that, ain't got no breaks like that? You know how many people out there struggling in this rap game, working 3 jobs, coming home stinking, and still trying to find time to go hustle at the studio, taking care of their kids? This dude beat a murder rap. Come out and run into a record deal, basically. Run down to Atlanta, to his people's house down there, and what happens? Gets put on and still gets into beef, still gets charged with another shooting. Now, how do you feel about the woman whose child got shot that he beat that murder? That every day she woke up or she looked on the radio or she watched TV and she seen this cat up here living his life, doing his thing. Beat a murder charge. Now, you would think when you got blessed to beat a murder rap, to beat it, while your man got hit with 22 years on that, and you somehow didn't get nothing but the time served that you had and was able to walk away from it, that would be enough. That you would say to yourself right then, yo, God is looking out for me. I must be here for a bigger purpose. It has to be something better for me to do. Right? That's the way I would take it if something like that happened to me. I would look at that situation like, yo, I got the blessing of a lifetime, and I'm going to live my second life, because you basically dead when you get locked up. And he would have been dead up in there. You know, when you're in jail, you're dead. That's basically what it is. You're a dead man up in there. You're just a soul walking around amongst a bunch of other souls. Right? Your life you knew was over. So he got a second chance at life, this cat. He had a second chance at life. And what did he do with his second chance at life? He got right back into the hustle, right back into the mix. Even when he went to Atlanta, when his boy's blowing up, his boy puts him on down there, he still get involved with some shooting while he's out there. He still don't learn his lesson. So it's hard for me to feel bad for somebody who was blessed with so much and didn't take advantage of it. When other people, as I said, are out here grinding every day with families, with kids, working 2, 3 jobs, trying to get a break. And this break fell in this goddamn lap because he just happened to know the guy who was blowing up and took him in down there. And he takes that blessing and what? Gets into involved in another shooting out there. Beats that too, right? Doesn't it? Beats that. And then it comes to this situation where now all of a sudden this cat's life gets taken from him. How is that not this man's fault? It's his own fault. When I look at the situation, how it happened, he's over here beating on this dude, and this dude he's beating on is a small cat, right? He's a small cat. He's beating on this cat. His peoples is running down the block, right? And the guy who with the gun see his man getting beat up on, right, getting stomped. What's he supposed to do? What is he supposed to do in that situation? He stuck up for his people and he wound up blazing this dude, and this dude got himself shot. And that's the bottom line. I done seen it happen before. You know what I mean? This dude I knew personally named Miguel was sleeping with this guy's girl. This guy was in jail. He used to started messing around with this chick's girl. And I know this chick, she done hit on me many a times. I used to work with her. And she hit on me while her man was locked up. But Miguel go out there and he start running this chick. And he's running up. And Miguel, a big Dominican dude, like 6'5", 250 weightlifting dude. So this guy gets out of jail. And he sees that, man, this chick is messing around with Meg, right? He see that what's going on. So he go down there and go check up on his kid and everything else and go check up there. Here come Meg. He come Meg down the block. He sees him over there arguing with his baby's mom, and he starts lumping them up. And this dude's not that big at all. So what Meg didn't realize was he was rolling with this other cat from Puerto Rico who had a couple of bodies on him from Puerto Rico, and he was just out here chilling, and he had the heater on him. And what happened? He blew the back of Meg's head off, right? Because he got involved in a situation like that. Meg should have been smarter than that. He should have let that shit handle. As long as that man wasn't putting his hands on anything like that, he should have let someone else handle that. You don't just try to go down there, because when you're a big cat like that and you bigger than somebody like that, you know that if someone's going to step to you, if someone's going to say something to you, or even try to confront you physically, and they know they can't beat you physically because you 2 times their size, you got to assume that they have something on them to give them the advantage. And this dude should have known, being the king that he called himself and having people with him, if he had beef with that dude, he should have sent those people down there to handle his business for him. That's what a boss would do. You don't get dirty yourself. That would have never happened. And I'll say the same thing. I'll say he got Tupac. He Tupac'd himself. And I got a picture of Tupac right behind me. And Tupac's a part of my family. But the bottom line is Tupac did that to himself. He had no business putting the boots to that dude. He had no business being involved in that hustle. He had no business. You're a movie star. Why are you stomping somebody in Las Vegas? Why would you do that? Why'd you watch a fight and get all hyped up after the fight to the point where you got to now hurt somebody because you seen someone hurt somebody in the ring? Now you want to be a part of the hustle. You got to know your stature in life, and you can't let people lower you down to their level. And that's what this King Von did. He was supposed to be a king. That's what his name said, but he didn't act like a king. He allowed this dude to lower him to a level, and that's why he got shot. And I can't blame this dude for shooting him, because he's seen his man getting stopped, and he's seen this dude's army coming at him. What's he gonna do? He had a couple of decisions to make at that time. Is it self-defense or what was going on? That's for a court to decide. But I'm not. I would say that I'm saddened that any man loses his life. But when you get hit with so many blessings in your life, when you're given so many opportunities to succeed after you done put so much pain in this world, so much pain in this world, right? You ain't did nothing good for people. You would think that you got your second chance. You would go back to that person who got shot and go to that person's mother and say, here's some dough. Here's this. I'm sorry for what happened to your son. I've done changed my life around, and I'm trying to do better. You would try to influence young people to do better, not end up in the situation that you ended up in. But instead, you don't put so much pain in people's life, karma catches up with you. Karma is a real thing, people. Never think that karma ain't real, because it is. And karma happens to everybody. Anyone can be responsible for that. So let this be a lesson to anybody out there. If you're going to call yourself a king, or you're going to call yourself a boss, act like it. Don't let people lower you to their level. Be real. And I mean, be real to yourself. Don't be real like, oh, this cat beef with me. I got to go out there and handle my business because I got to show everybody they're real. Now you showed everybody you're real. Now you're really dead. So now what? And in 6 years, 10 years, you might be forgotten when you could have made a true difference in the life of hundreds of millions of people on this planet. Instead, to me, King Von, like they said in Bronx Tale, is wasted talent. And ain't nothing in this world worse than wasted talent. And that's my take on King Von getting himself shot. But you let me know in the comment section how you feel. And if you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this, spread this across the realm, and please subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace and